Hi guys, Louis in the UK. Just get this a bit lower. That's it. Get me a bit more central. Can we see my neon that I always forget to plug in? This one that YouTube sent me, which you know I'm very proud about. So it's Louis in the UK. We all know it. I'm a over 50 years Elvis fan, and we're called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. That's why we're here. We also have thousands of mini documentary shorts and thousands of wide mini documentaries. Most of them are only a minute long. There's thousands of them. So you can hop over to the main videos and shorts and watch them at your leisure. And I think they're very good. I'm very proud of them. It took me years to make. Each one took 3 or 4 hours. So please, guys, hop over when you're a bit bored. And I've started introducing them. Let me just tell Nadia I'm live. Hi, Nadia. Nadia has just told me she's walking home from feeding the cats. I have my coffee. Actually, I'm going to put some hot water in my coffee so it lasts longer. So, today's video, we're going to have a bit of fun for a change. I thought we'd have a bit of fun. We're going to do celebrity interviews. Celebrities, talking about their opinion of Elvis and if they ever met him, what their experience was like. We did part 1 yesterday. Patricia's Place, how are you? You're very welcome. And Patricia has her own, I'm pretty sure Patricia has her own YouTube channel. Welcome to our live stream. And Patricia's in Australia. Morning. I hope you got a nice coffee ready, Patricia. Hi, Colin. Good day to you. We let's just have a look. Sorry, I'll call you Gina. I will try and remember. Hi, Gina. I will say this to you guys that we've already done a live stream this morning, just a little bit talking about Ginger Alden. And the reason we did the Ginger Alden live stream is because there was a rant from Ginger Alden on her Facebook page. Now, do I know 100% it was genuinely Ginger Alden? Don't know, but it was very interesting. Actually, Nadia's here. Nadia, have we posted? Oh, yes, no. Nadia, can they see the rant, Ginger Alden's rant, on our Facebook channel? Just so you know, guys, if you want to join, our Facebook channel is called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans Want the Truth. So, Nadia, is it on there? I know it's in the messages, but has it been posted? Let me just have a look. Let's see if I can. Let's just see if I can get it and post it. Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Now, this rant from Ginger Alden was posted to us by Lisa. So, Lisa, if you're watching, thank you so much. Very kind of you. I'm going to see if I can do a copy on it. Yes, it is in Team Elvis Talk. Yes, but I'd like to post it as a picture. Let's see if I can. Does it let you do that, Nadia? Do you even know how to do that? I mean, it's such a long comment. But okay, so Nadia has said, if you want to read the rant, it's posted in our Team Elvis Talks on our Facebook channel. Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. And it's very interesting. And it says a lot about Priscilla. So it's a very long read. We did a video on it last night. So this morning when I woke up, I wanted to do some more Ginger Alden video clips just to give you a more of a rounded view of Ginger Alden. And I've quite a few shorts that I made about a year ago. I think it was interesting. A lot of the things that I posted, you already know anyway. So let me just check your messages. See who have we got? We've got Sherry, Colin, Sue. Hi, Sue. Gina from Patricia's Place. Just make sure I don't miss anyone. Now, in the UK, it's 9:56 a.m. Who else? All right, that's everyone. And I just want you guys to know that hopefully, hi, John. Hope you're well, John. And then we've got Geo, Solid Heroes. I just want you to know, guys, that the kids are with the mum in the other room, in the lounge. I'm fingers crossed we're going to get, hopefully, about 45 minutes of peace. Please give me 45 minutes peace. So, a bit of positive news. You guys have probably noticed that I think it's important that this channel, Elvis Presley, Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth, is shared around. So if you guys can share this channel, please share it. And I'll tell you why, because we need to grow. We need to grow. We need more views. We've got a lot of subscribers. We've got over 26,000 subscribers, which is great. But we need more views. I think our views can be better. So this is why if people like Presley Mania, Rhonda, or Tender Loving Elvis, Shauna, Elvis Rare Photos, Elvis is the Man, all these channels, if they can share Elvis, Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth, it's good for us, because I think it will get us more views. And I do think we should come together as a community and help each other. And I do think we should all be friends. We should all be mates, all of the Elvis community channels on YouTube. So someone messaged me, Patricia, I don't think she's here now. Hi, Rosalind. So someone messaged me at 4 a.m. in the morning. Don't worry, I was awake, because I do reply to my comments in the middle of the night in the UK, and said, oh, that on episode 23 of Shauna's video, you know, Tender Loving Elvis, that they had mentioned our channel a couple of times. So I did just record one little clip of it. Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. Yes, join on the Facebook. Nadia and me really want you to join that Facebook, so we can talk to you properly, like 24/7. We can chat. So I'm just going to play you a little clip of Shauna. I hope Shauna doesn't mind mentioning our channel. I think Bridget Cruz was on. You know, Bridget Cruz has been on our channel. The woman that is suing Priscilla Presley, and Priscilla Presley has countersued the auction woman from GWS Auctions. She's been on our channel. We've done a few live streams with her. She's answered lots of our questions. She's been great so far. She's also been, by the looks of things, on Shauna's channel, Tender Loving Elvis, and I think she has commented on Rhonda's channel. So people have messaged me saying that Shauna had mentioned our channel, which really means a lot to me. It really does, yeah. So I'm going to play the clip before we start doing the celebrity interviews. It's very short. I think there is more than one clip, but this is just the one that I found. I do watch Shauna's channel. I do. I think it's great, just like I do watch Rhonda's channel as well. And I actually watch all of the well-known Elvis channels. I love them all. Love them all. I expect you do, guys, as well. So I always will try and promote other channels. If I like the channel, I will promote it, because I think it's good for Elvis. I think Defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth. You have to watch as much. You have to get as much information as you can to give a rounded opinion. And I am still learning, guys. There's a lot I don't know, a lot, and I do get my facts wrong. So watching people like Rhonda and Shauna and other people, they put me right, because when I make mistakes, I go, I was wrong. So, and I have got other people that are messaging me regularly, you know, many people, Rose Finney being one of them, Darby Shaw, but even, you know, Nadia and Sue, Deborah and Stacey, all these people messaged me with information for me to do live stream videos about. So everyone's helping me. I am very grateful, and I do need the help. Right, I'm just going to play it now quickly.
You will do a group interview with you, Rhonda and Louie? Oh, great. So all three of us, and then you? I'm down. I'm down. When you're ready, let me know. You, Rhonda, and Louie. Okay. Okay.
So, well, there we are. See, so anyone that mentions my channel, I thank them. Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth, and I would always be likewise do it back, and I will always play the clip because I'm proud that our channel gets mentioned, because the truth is 3 to 4 weeks ago, Defending Elvis Presley didn't really exist. We had our Elvis channel that was playing the shorts and the videos, the mini documentaries, but there was no Defending Elvis Presley. Now, the reason Defending Elvis Presley has, how can we say, had birth, the reason Defending Elvis Presley, fans want the truth, came into existence is 100% because of you guys. 100%. Your comments, messaging me, do you know this? Do you know that? You should know this. You should know that. Telling me off, putting me right, giving me information, sending me your research is why Defending Elvis Presley evolved. Because the short version, the short name of our channel is Defending Elvis Presley. The name says it all. We're here to defend Elvis. It's that simple. There's not much that needs to be said. We're just defending Elvis Presley, and we do it as a collective group. It's Team Elvis. Team Elvis evolved from nothing. We were getting so many subscribers and members. By the way, please become a member. It means everything to me. I really want you guys to be members. But anyway, so the subscribers and the membership was growing. You guys started to get to know each other, and you're quite good friends now because you're talking to each other every day. And what is unusual about our channel is that we are doing 2, 3, 4 lives a day. So our information, our research, us praising Elvis and defending Elvis, it is every day. And that is I think that is unusual for our channel, because most people are posting once a week, which is great. This is fine. People have got busy lives. They got other things to do. They got jobs, kids, hectic lives, hectic jobs. So I completely understand that people only do one show a week. But me, because I'm semi-retired, I'm a landlord. I do run a company. I have got 5 kids, obviously with my wife. But I can find the time to squeeze in 2 or 3 lives a day. So I do like to think, yeah, we are a daily live stream to defend Elvis. And I think that makes us stand out. I like it. I'm very proud of it. So I'll just go through your comments. Right, let's have a little peek, shall we? So, right, let's just quickly flick back, and then I'll start playing some videos. Gina, yes, just go back onto the live streams, go onto our YouTube channel and just click on lives, and you can watch back the live stream that we did on Ginger Alden last night, and we did one this morning. So yes, you can definitely have to do it on playback. So let's have a look. So Gio says, morning Elvis family, just come back from my morning run. I want to be as fit as Louis. Yes. And I run every other day. And I only do 1.5 miles, but I also do a 3-mile walk every day. And I weight lift every other day. So I don't overdo it. And even Colin, even my weightlifting, I only do 40 minutes. 40 minutes every other day. I don't go mad. Yeah. I don't believe in over exercising. I think you have to have a balance. Yeah. I think a couple of mile run is plenty. Right, so let's have a look. So good on you, Gio. We like that. There's no age. I'm 57. So you know, I was born in 1967, July the 10th. I'm a Cancerian, and there is no age where you can't run. I run now at 57 as well as I ran when I was 15. There is no age. If you eat the right foods, your body, and you exercise every other day, your body, even at 60, 70, 80, can still be very strong and can still run. Believe it or not, guys, if you eat the right foods, you know, guys, I'm on the keto diet. Look up keto. Look up Dr. Ken Berry. Dr. Ken Berry. And the reason I went on that diet is because I was unwell. It was 13 months ago. I wasn't well. I had ulcerative colitis. I had pre-diabetes. I had serious dizzy spells. I was overweight. My stomach was like a balloon. The keto diet saved my life. Dr. Ken Berry. Look him up. Dr. Ken Berry. He's on YouTube. Anyway, I won't go on about that too much but it's Keto. Keto. Changed my life. Stopping sugar, stopping bread. Very important. Right. Let's have a look. So there's another bit that mentions, right, so Nadia says there's another bit, she mentions the name, she said, defending Elvis Presley channels, they defend Elvis all day long. Isn't that's a good way of putting it? Yes. And I'm glad she has. I want to find that, Nadia. In that Team Elvis, she's talking about us. She's saying, Shauna is saying, off Tender Loving Elvis, that Team Elvis, don't forget, I am part of Team Elvis. Team Elvis, defend Elvis all day long. I love that. We defend Elvis all day long. And the reason she says that is because we do 3 to 4 lives a day. Love it. I may even use that. Shauna, I hope you don't mind. I may use that. Defending Elvis all day long. I'm going to use it. Thank you, Colin. Thank you. Right, let's have a look. Yeah. Right, Linda, you're 54 and you can barely walk, let alone run, right? I was the same. Linda, I was the same. I couldn't walk down the stairs. When I was walking down the stairs, I was holding the banister, creaking down the stairs. I couldn't run. I would get out of breath, yeah? And I was getting dizzy spells. I was going for dog walks, getting dizzy spells, sometimes twice a day. I thought I was going to fall over. I was desperate, and I needed my life to change. My twin brother, Andreas, phoned me up and said, Louis, I think you're going to have a heart attack. My energy levels had gone. I felt old. I started to age more. I was getting weaker. I was aching all over. I was going to the toilet 6-7 times a day. I wasn't well. So then I looked up the carnivore diet and the keto diet. They're both very similar. I recommend keto because it allows you to eat meat, eggs, and fish, and vegetables, and fruits, and nuts, and honey, things like that. Now, I went a bit more extreme. I went on the carnivore diet. And the other thing, I was only eating twice a day. I stopped all snacking. I stopped having breakfast. I just was eating mainly meat, eggs, fish, just drinking water, a bit of salt, and my health came back to me, slowly came back to me. And it took about 3 weeks. I lost my weight. My stomach went. My strength came back. My running improved. My pre-diabetes fell away. It reverses type 2 diabetes. If you eat a keto diet or a carnivore diet, your type 2 diabetes will go. You will come off meds. I also, all my aches and pains reduced. My dizzy spells stopped. My blood sugar levels went back to normal, and my blood pressure went back to normal, and my ulcerative colitis cleared up, and my energy levels, guys, are woof. Now, you've seen me on my live streams. I am full of energy, So I do, I'm not trying to promote my diet channel, but I do have a channel that's called, let me just get it up, Carnival Flexing Diet, Louis World. And because I did a diary, I wanted to do a diary of how I lost weight and got myself better. Now, this is not for money. This is a completely free thing. Let me just show you what it's called. And it just gives you the basic tips on how, when you're older, in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, how to regain your health, how to reverse aging, how to reduce your aches and pains, how to come off medications, and it just works. I don't know why. It's a miracle diet. And my diet channel, the links are on the description, but this is my diet channel. Carnival Flexing Diet, Louis World. And there's two doctors, Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube, Dr. Anthony Chaffee on YouTube. Guys, if you want to get your energy back, start reversing your aging, reduce your aches and pains, but you will have to give up sugar, rice, pasta, all breads, anything that turns to sugar, and you'll have to increase meat, eggs, fish, omelets. You can eat a bit of cheese. You can have a few nuts, a bit of low carb vegetation, low carb, low sugar fruits like berries and strawberries. You can have a bit of honey. If you go keto, Keto, you will be amazed. And there's people on the Elvis channel. James is one of them, and a few others that have tried this diet, and weeks later, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks later, they're messaging me and they cannot believe how well they are, how their energy levels have returned. They've lost weight. They're coming off meds. So anyway, I don't want to talk too much about the diet. Come on, most of us are over 50, aren't we? 50, 60, 70, 80, even 90. So this diet really, really does help. And sugar is very, very harmful. Very harmful. So anyway, that's enough of that. Let's just quickly go through your comments. So Linda, you need to trust me. Try that diet. Try it. And eat twice a day. Stop snacking. Follow the keto diet. In 3 or 4 weeks, you'll be messaging me, thanking me that you're able to run. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, and you, Sherry, it'll help you as well if there's any problems. Linda, even if you only try it for a week, for 1 week, you never know. Hey, Louis, I am 65 getting ready for my right knee replacement. It will still help you, Colin. It will still help you. You know what? Some people on the keto diet, because they've changed their diet, their joints improve and they don't have to have a knee replacement or a hip replacement. Please look, Colin, please look up Dr. Ken Berry. Before you have your knee replaced, please look up Dr. Ken Berry on YouTube. You will be surprised. You'll be amazed. You may, if you're lucky, if you've caught it in time, you may not have to have that operation. So don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Go on YouTube, look up Dr. Ken Berry, and then come back to me in a few weeks. Sherry, just look it up. Chicken is very good for you. Yeah, you're fine with salads is good. I don't understand why your body doesn't digest red meat or eggs. I don't understand that. I'm not a doctor, but because red meat and eggs are very, very good for you. Very, very good for you. So I don't know all of your circumstances there. There's a lot of goodness in red meat and eggs, a lot. More than vegetables. A lot of people don't realize that. Louis, you don't have another channel to discuss your health. I thought this one was about Elvis. Sorry, I'm sorry. We have been distracted. It's just because it's helped me. I want to help my subscribers and my members. That's all. But don't worry, I'm getting back on Elvis. I do exercise, 100%. I do exercise, Nadia. I have energy, just can't run because of pain. I used to be an athlete. Oh, well done, Linda. But what you'll find with the keto diet is as you stop eating things like sugar, what you'll find is the pain reduces. But look up Dr. Ken Berry. He's a proper doctor, and he'll explain to you why the pain reduces. Good morning to everyone. Hi, Jeanette Freeland. Welcome to our community. Yeah, I do get sidetracked. I just want to help, guys. I just want to help. If my advice helps, I'm happy. And I know that there's 5 or 6 people on here that have transformed their health because of this keto diet. Let's have a look. Linda, I think the same gene as Elvis had is definitely connected specifically to major organs. Liver got long COVID and fibromyalgia. Liver's gone into cirrhosis from no alcohol. Let's keep going. Linda, I don't snack or eat sugar. Great. That's very good. But when I say sugar, remember bread, pasta, potato, all of that turns into sugar in your body. Drinking orange juice is full of sugar. So there's many foods that we eat, even cereals. There's many foods we eat that turn to sugar in our bodies. Many foods. And a lot of people don't realize it. Right. Good, Jeanette. No sugar in your tea. That's good. And coffee. Yeah, look into it. 100% look into it. Guys, I'm only trying to help. I know it's a different subject. Let's have a look. Yeah, sorry, John. Right, I have degenerate spine and arthritis all over. I have a vertebrae that has come out of line too. I wish I could run around with the kids, but do craft because I can't stand. I still think, Sue, the diet would help you. Look into it. Look up Dr. Ken Berry. I send you love because I know you must be in a lot of pain, Sue. And thanks for sharing that with us. Stay positive, and you'll be surprised how much you can reduce the pain just by eating the foods on keto. All right. Oh, that's a shame, Colin. Stay positive, Colin. I still think the diet would help you. Seal, kickstart keto with a trip to Texas. You'll fill up on protein. I won't crave carbs and sweets. It's correct. It's correct, Seal. Right. John, hang on. This isn't the usual chat. Don't worry. Look, it's okay. I'm doing 3-4 lives a day. If anyone wants to watch Elvis, I've done about 5,000 videos. So I understand I've been distracted, but I'm still gonna get on to subject. Let's have a look. I love sharing about your health improvements. Thank you very much. And the reason I share it is because I want other people to benefit like I did. It's that simple. I know I've been told off by 2 people, Nadia. Let's have a look. I don't eat carbs either, Louis. Yes, Linda. Try it for a week. Right. Yeah, but right. Obviously, type 1 diabetes is slightly different because if your dad inherited it, it's type 1. It's different rules for type 1. But type 2 is very reversible. But keto does help type 1 as well. It will make you have less insulin injections, less insulin, because the less insulin spikes you have, the better. Yeah, magnesium's good for you. I think Elvis might have had diabetes because he drank so much all the time. I wonder if he had meds for it. Yeah, I think definitely, Sue. I really think that Elvis's diet and the possibility that he had type 2 diabetes affected his health. Right, let's get back to the subject. I'm really sorry that I was so distracted. Sometimes I just feel like I have to answer the questions. That's it. CO knows. CO knows. Right, let's have a look. So here we are. So I'm going to do it off the cuff. I'm just going to go. Now we'll start with Nadia. Nadia sent me. So let's see if I can find. Nadia, you sent me a Tom Jones one. So I thought, oh, why not? Let's have a look. Let's just see if the link's on here that you sent me. I've done a lot of celebrity interviews, a lot, on my shorts and on my wides. Let's have a look. Let's see if it comes. It might. Oh God, we've messaged each other so much that it's disappeared. Nadia, resend it me. Right. Let's start with Tom Jones anyway. Okay. Tom Jones meets Elvis. You're going to have to resend it me. Let's have a look. Oh, actually, this might be it.
Like this. So, and you guys became friends.
Yeah.
Good friends. He tried to pitch you.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it on my stand because that way I don't wobble. Right. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, right. Let's get the keyboard out of the way. We'll put you over there, hopefully without breaking the. Let's put you there. See, this will come in handy, this thing. Let's get it up and as close to the camera as we get. Right. If we angle it down, I think, right, let me just get round the back and press play. Yes, back to Elvis. Elvis stuff. Right. Let's get the volume up.
Bugging you got to record this song. Is that right?
Right. Great story. And he's a great interviewer, isn't he? It's hilarious. So, right, let's find the next one. Come on. So I'm just going to put in to see who comes up. I'm going to say, I met Elvis. The kids are in, guys. Yasmin, say hello.
Hello.
Right, can't be noisy. You've got to do it quietly, yeah? So, I met Elvis. We're just going to see who comes up. Right, I played this one yesterday, but I want to play it again because... actually, no, this is a different one. Let's just try it.
I didn't come with any experience of what a preconceived idea of what the king of rock and roll was like. I had nothing to compare it to. I wasn't a calculating young girl. I was just I just put myself there and just took it as what it was. It took me by surprise how very normal he was. There were a couple of girls there and some guys. I looked over and, Elvis was sitting in a chair and he was breathtaking. I mean, he was truly, much more handsome in life than even on the screen, which is hard to believe. And I was introduced to him and he got up and he said, well, what do we have here? There I was afraid to tell my age. He joked around. He got up and he played piano, and it was a great evening. I never expected him to ask me back.
But then the next thing I know, Elvis called, and he wanted to see. So
I didn't come with any experience.
So you're going to have a lot of opinions on just that clip because obviously how Priscilla was introduced to Elvis is disputed by this book. Many think that this book is true and think that the way that Priscilla Bulow met Elvis using Cary Grant was all preconceived, pre-planned, and there was a goal to get Elvis's fame and money. So, yeah, I know it's got a rip in it. So, you guys have got a lot of stories about that. You want to see the Alice Cooper one? Okay, let me see if it comes up, Nadia. Right, yeah. So, I have seen the Alice Cooper one. Alice Cooper. But guys, any of you have suggestions? I'll find it and play it. Talks about Elvis. Right, Tina, come on. Give me the minute. No. You have to turn it down, cheeky little bugger. All right, okay, here we go.
Now, I met Elvis in 1970. I got a thing that says Elvis wants to meet you. I got to the Hilton Hotel. A very funny guy, but he was Elvis. I mean, you know.
Very interesting story. Right, let's move on to the next one. Let's have a look. Is there any suggestions? Loads are going to come up, guys. And the good thing about these old interviews, they're not copyrighted. So when I play them, I don't get in trouble. Let's have a look. I just put in, I met Elvis. Now, my beautiful daughter Yasmin is going to do a drawing. She did ask, is there anything you'd like her to draw? Right, let's have a look. I met Elvis. Okay. Right, I want to do the Paul McCartney one because he is one of the people that I really admire. I love the Beatles. I already played this yesterday, but I want to play it again.
Did the Beatles and Elvis ever meet? Yeah, we did. He was in Hollywood and he was renting a house while he was doing movies. And we had wanted to meet him for years. We were like massive fans of Elvis. And then we went to this house, the four of us all together. It was amazing. I mean, it was just like a dream, really, meeting Elvis. We fantasized about him since we were kind of young teenagers. And here he was in the flesh. And I think the most amazing thing, besides actually just meeting him, was he had the first remote television channel changer that we had ever seen, you know, because it was that year when they came out, and he was just aiming it at the TV and the channels would change. Whoa, he is indeed the mighty God. He can turn the channels without approaching this television set. So we were very impressed by that. Did the Beatles and Elvis ever meet?
And we're going to do a specific live stream about Elvis meeting the Beatles because it's quite an interesting story. Right, you do have to be quiet. It's good. Right, let's see. Let's find some more I Met Elvis. There's another one of Priscilla here. I know that, guys, some of you don't want to hear it, but the reason I listen to it is because I think we need to listen to how she words things to see if she's telling the truth. So let's just listen to it.
I like to talk to somebody and get things off my chest because it's very seldom that I have an opportunity to talk to anybody.
You revealed a lot to me.
It takes a while. I mean, it takes a while to find someone or to get to trust somebody. I look for a lot of things now that I used to wouldn't look for, just certain characteristics, a sense of humor, just a lot of things. Their understanding of me, my way of thinking.
It's nice to hear Elvis's voice, isn't it? Let's keep going again.
Very soft, very vulnerable Elvis that I knew in the Army in those days. We were 6 months basically together. And, he talked a lot about his mother, a lot about his family, about the loss of his mother.
A lot of good experiences and some bad ones. Loving you. Like losing my mother while I was in the Army. Although I think that things like that, as tragic as they are, tend to make you a little better human being, really. I like to talk.
I just love hearing his voice. Love it. I remember making that video. Elvis was very sad when I met him. All right, so I know we're a bit on a tangent, but because it's come up, I'm going to play it. It's about when his mother died.
He didn't know how he was going to be able to go, how he can go back to Graceland, and what it was going to be like. It would never be the same without the presence of his mother there. And, you know, he was reluctant in even going there.
He was mostly talking about being lonely and missing his mother, and that he wished he could be home with us, and that he was thinking back on the Christmas before when we were all together with his mother.
I feel very fortunate that I got to know him during that time. And I'm sure even before, you know, the death of his mother, he was an entirely different Elvis then, because from stories that were told to me, he was happy-go-lucky. He was had a wonderful spirit of play. He was just on top of the world. So, you know, I met him right after that had happened, and I saw a very sad Elvis, an Elvis who was very insecure and very unsure of where he was going to, you know, where he was going to be when he got back. He didn't know how he was going to be able.
Just interesting. That I'm guessing that was done, I don't know, in the noughties. What do you think, guys? Is she like 40 odd there? So anyway, it's a bit off topic because I want to stick to celebrities talking about. Right, let's listen to Whitney Houston.
A little birdie told me that when you were a little girl, you actually met Elvis. Yeah. Do you remember that? Do you remember?
It wasn't actually, you don't really meet Elvis. You actually just look at Elvis. Okay? My mother sang with Elvis for years. Yeah. She, her group, they were called the Sweet Inspirations. Yeah. They also sang for Aretha for many, many years. On most of the, in the 60s, they were on all of Aretha songs. Well, Elvis took a liking to them. Mm-hmm. And my mom sang with him for many years. And they were very close. Yeah. I just remember at one point being in a room, and we were all in this room, my mother and the singers, and we, the usually backstage kind of thing. And he just walks in the room with his mink on, with his glasses on. Oh my God. And he just walks in, he says something, and everybody just, you don't say anything, you just look. It was just one of those moments I won't forget as a kid.
Oh my
it wasn't
God.
like, hi, Mr. Elvis, nice to meet you. You didn't do that. You just sat back and just looked at him. It was amazing to look at. Yeah. Just amazing. Wow. And just to be in his presence was awesome.
I think that's brilliant. I love Whitney Houston, and obviously her mother sang, was good friends with Elvis. And there's a whole live stream just in that with Elvis's backing singers, and Elvis did so much for them, and even obviously they were not white, even insisting they are his backing singers. Okay, what's I thinking? So yeah, Colin, yes, it's Dr. Ken Berry. Dr. Ken Berry. Right, let me just sort out Gio. Right. Is it called JJ and Mikey? No. So I got it. Right here. Right, right. Okay, there you go. So, Dr. Ken Berry, Colin. Yada. So, yeah, I don't want to talk about the diet because I get told off. To be honest, you guys, the diet is part of my life, so I do talk about it. Okay, let's go. Right, so Whitney Houston, love her, absolutely. I'm a massive fan. So, are there any Glenn Campbell fans? Should we have a listen to see what Glenn Campbell has to say?
I met him in Albuquerque in about 57, I think.
Let me put on here.
A young show featuring Elvis Presley. I got to see Elvis in the Raw, just with the three guys, with Bill and Scotty and the drummer. Bill Black was his bass player at the time. And it was just awesome. It was just so electrifying. It had so much energy. I could understand why he was as big as he was then and why he got so much bigger. And we remained friends. I played in a little club when I first went out to California called the Crossbow. It was out on Van Nuys Boulevard. And in fact, the guy's daughter, Tony's daughter, is married to Wink Martindale now. But anyway, Elvis used to come out there and he'd bring the cronies because they had a special place for him up there. And a room seated about 15, 20 people upstairs. He'd come up there and he'd listen to the band. And in 63 it was. I don't think the movie came out till 64. got to come in and I got to go in and play on, I was doing studio work by that time. And I got to play on the Viva Las Vegas soundtrack with Anne Margaret. His charisma, he was like the John Wayne, you know. It was like John Wayne walked into a room about you just knew he was in the room. You know, it was amazing. Johnny Cash had that kind of charisma. But Elvis's was something very, very special. He was, I guess it was just his honesty, his aura, the look that he had. You know, he looked like a Valentino from the country, more or less. You know, he was a very handsome man.
I mean, come on, Glenn Campbell is amazing, isn't he? He's amazing. Now, it's a lot longer than that, but I want to try and get some other people in as well. He obviously admired Elvis, so obvious. Right, let's keep going.
I finished.
All right, let's do Bruce Springsteen. Hi, Jeanette. I haven't been reading the comments. Jeanette, welcome to our little family. We have Team Elvis here. You're very welcome. Jeanette Freeland, I hope you're well. I can tell that your father loved Elvis Presley. And Yasmin wants to show her drawing off. Let's go a bit higher. Should we go a bit nearer? There we are. Elvis.
I can't read it from here.
It looks more like me. It looks more like me. Well done. That's excellent. Well done. Right. So let's do, right. Someone just suggested one. It was, there's two suggestions. The Liza Minnelli. And then we've got the guy that, and Colin says Shepherd, who Elvis bought him a tour bus. So let's see what we can find. Yeah. So we've got Liza Minnelli.
Who said that one?
Minnelli. I'll just put in talks Elvis. We'll see what comes up. I love Liza Minnelli. She's amazing. Obviously, Julie Garland's daughter. Right, are we ready?
If I say the word,
It's the Peter Sellers movie. And we know Elvis absolutely loved the Peter Sellers films. He knew all the words of the Peter Sellers movies. What a great story. Right, let's do the next one. I'll look up Colin's one. Let's have a quick look. So you guys are leading the way on this live stream. Please subscribe, guys. If you're watching now, please subscribe. Right, let's look up the next one. So the next one is Elvis bought Shepherd, about T.G. Shepherd. Right, let me just see what comes up. T.G. Shepherd. Elvis, let's just see. Elvis bought him a tour bus. I'll just type it in, see if it comes in up. Bought him. Let's see what happens. All right, here we are. Yeah, it's come up. I want to try and get a short version. Right, let's have a look.
Hi, Geraldo. Elvis was quite the extravagant giver of gifts. I mean, to friends and to total strangers. In the mid-'70s, when I was just starting out my country career, he invited me to go to Love Field, where he was building the big jet, the 880 Stretch, the Lisa Marie, and he had just bought a small jet star, which is still there at Graceland next to the big jet. And we were sitting knee to knee about midway between Memphis and Texas. And he looked at me and he said, I bought you a bus today. And I said, you bought me a bus? He said, yeah, I gave J.D. Sumner a blank check and sent him to North Carolina to pick you up a bus. And I said, Elvis, I don't even have a band. Why would you buy me a bus? He said, well, let me tell you why. He said, years ago when I was just starting out like you are now, he said we would travel in a couple of cars, and he said DJ and Scotty Moore and Bill Black, we'd be in one car, and my dad would take the drum strap to the top of the other car, and we would go through large cities. And sometimes we would get lost from each other, and my dad would show up a day late with the drums. He said, so now you never have to worry about that. You can be self-contained. But it was a great extravagant gift. But the greatest gift he gave me, by giving me the bus, he gave me the confidence to march forward in my own career. And I kept thinking, well, if Elvis believed in me enough to give me a bus, maybe I had a shot in the business. So it's been a great ride, but man, what a great friend and what a giver he was.
Wow. Now, I haven't heard that story. That brings a tear to my eye. That is amazing. Elvis obviously spotted that man's talent and remembered his humble beginnings. And wow. So this is why we defend Elvis. We need more stories like that. I'm blown away by that. Blown away. That is like completely believable because it's Elvis. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. Have I missed out?
I think it's so wobbly.
Let's have a look. So Linda Thompson still. I know about the story where Elvis stops cars. Let's just see if it comes up. We've been lucky so far. Linda Thompson, is your tooth coming out? Yasmin's tooth's coming out. She wants to get money from the tooth fairy.
No, it's not out yet.
Is it not out yet? Elvis stops cars. Let me just see if it comes up. Let's just have a look. Just seeing if it comes up. No, there's loads of interviews here with Linda Thompson, but not the car stopping one.
It's this tea.
Let's just have a look. Well, now we've mentioned her, we may as well play one of her videos that I did. Right. Let's have a look.
He used to always say, I'm intensely lonely at heart.
Like in Vegas, he wouldn't go out of his room, right?
No, we never went out. I mean, the world came to him, literally. He didn't go out and adventure into the world. The Beatles, everybody came to him. Everyone came to him. Barbra Streisand came to him. Everybody who wanted to have an audience with him came to him. He didn't go out.
And he always gave the public everything, right? I mean, he gave a performer. He never threw away shows.
He never meant to throw away a show. There might have been times when he didn't give all he had because he wasn't feeling well. But absolutely, he put his heart and soul into it, and he loved his fans.
That's as good as it gets, isn't it? He loved his fans. He put 100% into it. He put his heart and soul into it. I like Linda Thompson. She's funny. Let's play another Linda Thompson one.
Daddy, I can eat my
Linda Thompson, Elvis Presley's former girlfriend,
palm tree. 1 second.
talks about how they were constantly together unless he was performing or rehearsing. And she was with him every day for a whole year. She really did get to see the human side of Elvis Presley, not the megastar. She said as much as she tried to change his bad habits, Elvis couldn't change unless he was prepared to change himself. She said the best she could do was to be a stabilizing force and a positive influence on Elvis's life, and that she just gave him loads of love and tenderness, which is what he wanted. She tried as best that she could to curb his improper eating habits and reduce the sleeping medication he took. And Linda Thompson.
It's funny. I made these like a year ago, so it's funny how. She's a beauty. She is a beauty. I have to admit this, guys. She, from a man's point of view, she is one of my favorite of Elvis's. I'm all about looks wise. She was up there, and she still is now, isn't she? Let's have a look. So someone just mentioned something which I thought we could do. CKC, hope you're well, said Steve Martin and Elvis was working for Anne Margaret at the time. So Steve Martin and Elvis. I'll just type it in, see what comes up, because I don't think I've listened to that. Let's have a look. Steve Martin and Elvis. Let's see what comes up, guys. It's interesting that we're sort of going through it together. It's just whether it... All right, here we go. All right. We need a short version of it. Right, here we go. Right, let's see.
I was opening for Anne Margaret at the Hilton. Elvis was opening the next weekend. So I leave my dressing room door open. Elvis walked by and he saw me. He said, "Son, you have an oblique sense of humor." And now we're talking. I'm talking with him. And Elvis has a guy to get him out of conversation. Says, "Elvis, I'm sorry, we have to go." Elvis said, "It's okay." And he said, "Want to see my guns?" Sure. He liked artful guns. And he was very cautious. He took out a 6-shooter and he opened it up and dumped all the bullets in his hand and before he handed me the gun. And he took out another gun, did the same thing. Then he pulled out from his sock a Derringer, opened that up, dumped out the bullets, handed it to me. I'm holding 3 guns and he's holding 16 bullets. It was Elvis Slim, and he had the all white, and he wore that big buckle that the Hilton had given him. He was very sweet and very nice. I was opening for Anne Margaret at the Hilton. Elvis was opening the next weekend. So I leave my dressing room door open. Elvis walked by and he saw me. He said, "Son, you have an oblique sense of humor." And now we're talking. I'm talking with him.
Just to bring it, will you summon the dogs up, please, Yazzie? We love Steve Martin, don't we? Yeah, I think that's it. Just leave it open. I think just leave it open so they can come back in. I think. Thank you, Yasmin. I think someone mentioned about a documentary. I think it was Jeanette. Yeah, we do have a Facebook page called Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth. Defending Elvis Presley Fans Want the Truth, and you can join that. And Nadia has said she's going to post some links on there, and we will start posting some more videos on there. Right, my dogs are having a bit of a bark. Shirley Bassey, yeah, sorry, Linda. Yep, I saw that earlier. So Shirley Bassey meets Elvis. Thanks, Linda. Right, I love Shirley Bassey. Love her. Right, you better shut the door. I'll tell you why, because they're barking. Right, let me just. Right, Shirley Bassey meets Elvis. Let's have a look. Come on, we love Shirley Bassey. We love her. Right, okay. Now Yasmin wants to show you her palm tree. One of you suggested she did a palm tree.
I just need a colour.
All right, she's going to do the is it the bark?
Yeah.
The bark.
And the grass.
Goldfinger, the man with the diamond, the golden gun. Diamonds are forever. We like Shirley Bassey. She's still going strong, isn't she? Right. I'm going to press play on this.
50 years in the business.
Yes. Where did they go?
I must say, I'm amazed. I mean, 50 years. Look at you. You look amazing. You look like a performing embryo. to get here looking this good. Well done, you.
Thank you.
Now, reading through the brief, I love all the stories, the whole kind of thing, because you were in Vegas in the absolute heyday of Vegas, weren't you?
Yes.
When did you do? When did the Elvis incident happen? When was that? Was that?
Oh, when Elvis made the first time, no, the second time he was in Vegas, which has got to be 25 years ago. And I had a jumpsuit. You weren't born.
I so was. Oh, I was.
And I had a jumpsuit, and it was open to there.
Dame Shirley.
Oh, I wasn't Dame then. I was a tot. I was a tot. And we were talking, and I was talking at you. Rabbit. And he was doing down my front. And I didn't realize until he got to there. Incredible sensation.
What was he doodling with, Dame Shirley?
Well, he said it was a biro. It was a bit sharp. And when I went to bed that night, alone, I took off my jumpsuit, and there was this doodle all the way down. And I just went to bed. I said, I'm not going to wash. And for a week, I was going. Yeah, I kept it there, and it wore off. Yes.
Brilliant story. Thanks for that, Linda. Wow. I love that story.
Daddy, I'm done.
Right, Yasmin wants to show her drawing. That is really good. We've got the sun shining on the palm tree. We've got the grass, and you've coloured in the bark of the actual tree. We've got the leaves. That is very, very good. You get a 10 out of 10. You get a gold star. Let me do you a gold star for your effort. Gold star. Look, guys, we have got a gold star.
What else should I draw now?
I think draw some animals.
What animals?
Let's do cats and dogs. Draw your own dogs. Draw Princess and Ella. Right, let's have a look. So, Elvis and Shirley Bassey share the same birthday, 8th of January. I didn't know that. Shirley was born in 1937, 2 years after Elvis. I mean, she's stunning. Shirley Bassey is a sexy, stunning woman. I read an article a few months back. Olivia Newton-John was in the audience in Las Vegas Elvis concert, and Elvis about to end his show. She got up to meet Elvis, but Elvis left too quick on stage. Just turn it down, please. Should we look that up? See if that story comes up. Let's have a look. Olivia, I mean, sounds like a Luann. Hi, Luann. That sounds like a very good story. Let's have a look. I love Olivia Newton-John. I fell in love with Olivia Newton-John when Grease came out in '78. I want to do a video about Grease because Grease really affected my life. Hang on. Olivia Newton-John and Elvis. And Elvis. Did you guys like Grease? Did you like John Travolta or Olivia Newton-John in 1978? Did you go and watch it? Let's have a look. No, nothing's coming up. That's a shame. No, I love her as well. But so let me just quickly read your messages. Yeah, no, Graham Norton's brilliant, Jeanette. We love him, don't we? 7 years old. Now, I have a whole story to say about Grease. And I'm not going to do it now, but I've actually made quite a long video about my experience. Now, when I watched Grease, I was 11. Now, just to cut a long story short, it wasn't in 1978. We had punk in Britain. In the UK, it was cool to be a punk or a skinhead or a mod or a rocker. So when Grease came out, we all heard about Grease. Grease was in America first. So as I was an 11-year-old UK child, and I had all my hair in a quiff. I was always into Elvis. Even at 11, I would wear a leather jacket, a white T-shirt. I would have my jeans rolled up. I would have coloured socks, and I would have some blue suede shoes. Even when I was 11. But it wasn't that popular. So we had heard that in America, there was this film being made called Grease. And it was set in the rock and roll days. So I loved that because I'm 11 years old. It wasn't cool to be an Elvis fan in 1978 in England because everyone was into punk. So suddenly we were hearing about this film that was going to come to the UK from America And so what they would do, and they would release the records to England first. So I think the first one they released was You're the One That I Want. Yeah, you know, You're the One That I Want. That came to the UK. So we're all talking about the film Grease coming to England. And then they release Grease is the Word, Grease is the Word. Yep. So bit by bit, they're releasing the songs to England. So we're all like, yeah, we're gonna watch the Grease film. Anyway, the Grease film obviously is a massive phenomenon around America. Makes an absolute fortune. Makes John Travolta and Olivia Newton the most famous people on the planet. And it comes to England, but it comes to Bristol. Now, I was 11 years old, so it was a 25-minute train drive to Bristol to go and watch it. Really, I wasn't allowed to go to Bristol because I was only 11. My parents wouldn't let me go on a train or a bus. So I secretly, with my friends, we went on a train, secretly went to Bristol. When we got to Bristol to the cinema, the Odeon, there was a massive queue around the whole block trying to get in to watch Grease. And this is in 1978, and I've done a long video showing all this. And I tell you what, when I watched Grease as an 11-year-old boy, as an Elvis fan, dressed like Elvis, I suddenly became the coolest person in school because I was the only person in school that had a quiff, a leather jacket, a white t-shirt, a pair of jeans that were rolled up, and some blue suede type shoes. And suddenly I was the cool kid at school, and all the girls, all the women fancied me, all the other girls that were 11 as well fancied me, and it made me very, very popular. So Grease had a massive effect on my life, massive, even to this day. So I just wanted to share that anyway. You're right, Grease is not punk. And Nadia, my point is this. Everybody wanted to be a punk, but I was into Elvis. So I was different than all my friends. My friends were all punks. I wasn't. I was an Elvis fan. So suddenly me, because Grease was such a massive success in the UK, when it came out in the UK, it was massive. Suddenly me having a quiff, dressing like Elvis, made me cool. It didn't matter that I wasn't a punk. So, Nadia. Right, let's have a look. That was just my little waffle. Yeah, I loved Grease. Still love it now. I'm going to show that video on another. My Grease video is quite a long video, and it's got interviews in it, and it's got a big storyline in it. So I'm going to play that another day. Come on, Jailhouse Rock is amazing. Love that film. Absolutely love the film Jailhouse Rock and the song. Sherry, definitely. I saw it 5 times and had clothes made like a full circle skirt, pencil skirts, bought a short bomber jacket for going back to high school after the summer. Yes, Pink Ladies. Come on, Sherry. You were a Pink Lady. I was a T-Bird. I had T-Bird written on my jacket. I was a T-Bird. Yep, Nadia, it definitely was. Before MTV, isn't it? It might not have been cool in 78 to be an Elvis fan, but the Elvis hype came back in the 80s. He was huge in the 80s, and I grew up with Elvis in my childhood, and I was born 6 weeks after his death. Hi, Diana. Well, Grease made it cool. Grease made it cool. I've always been a proud Elvis fan. Always. Even through all the different fashions. And not just Elvis, the 50s, the rock and roll, Motown, even the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, all of that. I loved all of it. Sammy Davis Jr., all of it. I loved it. Let's have a look. I definitely did swim against the stream. I was the only kid that went to school with my collar up. We know, don't we, Yaz? Daddy would wear his collar up. I had a bag with Elvis written on it in glitter. I definitely stood out, guys. I was the only kid with my hair all gelled back with Brill cream. I was such a proud fan. Proud fan. Diana, he sure is timeless.
Daddy, what colour doggy should I do? Daddy, what colour doggy should I do?
Right, hang on. Right, so we've been on quite a while, so really we're going to have to...
We've been on here for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
So Andrew Lloyd Webber, Frank Shirley and Elvis. I don't know this one. Let's have a look.
Daddy, what colour doggy should I do?
Do a brown doggy.
Okay.
I just want to play this. I just want to see what it is, guys.
Presley sang one of your songs. He did? Yes, I've killed him. Talking to you over the years.
Don't really like that. Don't really like that. Right, let's play a different one. That's just usual, sort of not very nice way people talk about Elvis. Right, let's have a look. Let's pick one more good one. Angela Lansbury. Come on, we love Angela Lansbury.
Academy Award for her very first picture at the age of 18. In the 1940s, she was an MGM star, then a Broadway superstar, but most people know my next guest, Angela Lansbury, from her 12-year run as Jessica Fletcher on the TV series Murder, She Wrote. Angela learned her stagecraft from her mother, Morna McGill, but her ancestry is not limited to show business alone. Little known fact about Angela is that her grandfather was the controversial British politician George Lansbury. Like with her grandfather and mother, Angela has always been a dedicated professional, and she hasn't stopped working since she made her first film over 60 years ago. Along the way, she's also earned 2 more Oscar nominations, countless Emmy nominations.
Come on, we want to hear about Elvis.
Let's talk a little about Elvis Presley. You were 7 years older, I think, but you played his mother in Blue Hawaii. What was that experience like?
Well, I was obviously awed by being in the presence, and but he was an awfully nice young man in those days. He always was a wonderfully nice young man, very caring person. He had his terrible problems of very personal nature, but in those days he'd just come out of the army. He was fit, he was slender, and he was at top of his form. And he couldn't have been nicer to me. We had a lovely time. It was a wonderful location. We were on Kauai in the Hawaiian Islands. I'll never forget it. It was really wonderful.
Did you get to spend much time with him?
Yes, we sat around the set, and I had some wonderful scenes with the man who played my husband, and the 3 of us, together. And she was such a funny character, Her whole reaction to her son, who she didn't understand at all, She was a real kind of Southern belle type, and she was going on, give me some sugar, honey, kind of thing. And he loved it. He thought it was terribly funny. It was very sweet.
Brilliant. Great word, brilliant words to end it on, and we love Angela Lansbury, and the way she speaks about him is from the heart. You can tell. Come on, I could play you hundreds of things like that, all praising Elvis, showing what a good-hearted, perfect gentleman he was. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Just a lovely man through and through, and over again, we can keep proving it and proving it and proving it, which is why we are called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth, because there are so many things said about Elvis that are unfair to him, that don't show the real Elvis that we all love as fans. So that is why we're here, guys. Team Elvis. That is why we are all together to defend his image and his reputation, because we know that the negative things being said about him are so unfair. He deserves defending, and we're going to do it. He deserves it. So I'm going to go, guys. We've been on for extremely long. I will be doing a phone live when I walk the dogs. So today, when I walk the dogs, we'll do a phone live. Maybe we'll even have a sing-song like we did yesterday. So that'll be a bit later. So thanks, guys, for coming together. Yasmin wants to show you her drawing. That's a little doggy. Should we give it a name? Or should we call it Elvis?
Yeah.
This is Elvis.
I will write it.
Right, you write the name Elvis, and I'll show them. So thanks, we've all come together. Team Elvis, I love all of you. Any new and then there you are, guys. Look at that, Elvis. I love it. That's the first time I've seen Elvis spelt that way, but I love it. But Nadia said she loves the doggy. Linda said it's lovely. Helen said it's a great picture. So cute. Well done. You get another. Do you want a gold star? Shall I do your gold? I'm going to do 2 gold stars. One for you, one for Tino, and one for Yasmin.
Look, it says, Colin said have a great Louis and family.
Oh, thanks, Colin. Right, we have 2 gold stars. One for Tino and one for Yasmin for a brilliant drawing. Ta-da! One for you, one for Yasmin. Right, thanks a lot, guys. We've had a brilliant time. Now, remember, we are defending Elvis Presley. That is what we do together as a family. We've got a brilliant channel here that we're so proud of. Gotta go, guys. I love all of you. Love all of you. Bye. See ya. Yasmin says goodbye. Tina, say goodbye. Tina's bouncing away. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks, Linda, Colin, Luann, Diane. Let's get everyone in. Nadia, of course, Sherry, Luann. Let's try and get all the names in, yeah?
Elvis says bye-bye.
And sorry that we spoke about the diet so much, but it just came up because I want you to benefit like I did. We've had a brilliant show this morning. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Sending you all love. Sending you all love.